Welcome everyone to a new FIFA 22 tactics video on my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video I'm going to show you the best way to play the 4-3-3 holding formation. I'm going to show you that with Manchester City. I'm going to show you what players I was using. I'm showing you the tactics and the instructions, and after that I'm going to show you a match of highlights from online season. So I put out some highlights from the match, and I'm going to explain to you why I think this is the best way to play this formation, and also with Manchester City because they have good players to play this formation. But before I begin, I really wanted to ask you to drop a like under the video. It will be really helpful for me and my channel to grow, to rank my videos higher on YouTube. So feel free to do that, and if you are new to the channel, I want to find your way back really easy. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Alright, I'm using the next players. It's the 4-4-3 holding formation. You could choose that at the formations, as you can see it here, 4-3-3 holding. I'm using this with Manchester City, but you can also use this with other teams, of course. If you have similar players, you can also use this in Ultimate Team if you have similar players, so feel free to use that. Well, Edison is the goalkeeper, of course, because he's the best goalkeeper in the squad. Right defender, Walker, really fast defender, of course, so that's nice to have. Then I'm using Stones and Ake as the center backs, and I know the comments coming, why don't you use Diaz or why don't you use Laporte? The reason is they are too slow for me. Ake and Stones are the fastest center backs that there are in this squad, so that's why I'm using them. I like pace, and if they are worse at defensive, if their stats at defensive are lower than Diaz and Laporte, for me personal, the pace is more important. If you like to play with Laporte or Diaz or both, feel free to do that, but for me pace is more important. Cancelo is the left defender. Then I'm using Rodri as the most defensive midfielder. De Bruyne and Silva are the central midfielders, and these two guys are really important in this formation. Both have the high work rate, so that's pretty necessary. Later in the instructions I'm going to show you why, but yeah, these are the guys why I'm using this formation with this team. Then we have on the right side Mahrez. The only thing about Mahrez is that he is a bit slow for a right winger. On the left side we have Sterling, who is really fast, of course, but yeah, keep in mind that he is a bit slow. He has 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, so that's pretty amazing. His dribbling is fantastic, but yeah, he is not the fastest winger there is in the game. The same for Gabriel Jesus. He's playing as a striker, but also 84 pace is not really fast, and I like, especially with the attackers as well, to play with fast attackers. But yeah, if they are not in the squad, then you need to do it with the players that you have. Then on the left side we have Sterling. What you also can do if you don't like to play with Jesus, or if you want to play Sterling as a striker because of his pace, you can put Sterling as a striker and then Grealish as a left winger if you want. And then we're going to the tactics. I choose defensive style balanced, with a width of 40, depth of 50, the build-up play also balanced, with chance creation on direct passing. Width is 60, plays in the box 5 bars, and corners of free kicks I use 2 bars, but that doesn't matter for the tactics at all. Then we're going to the instructions. Goalkeeper is just default. Walker, the only thing I changed is a stay back while attacking. Then we have Stones, he's just default. Ake just default, and Cancelo stay back while attacking. Then we have Rodri, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, and cover center, so he's the most defensive midfielder, and that's really necessary because we are playing with De Bruyne, with get forward, balanced crossing on runs, and Silva also get forward. So De Bruyne and Silva both are getting forward. All other instructions are just default, and later in the examples that I have from the match you're gonna see why it's working really amazing. And that's why Rodri, that's why Walker and Cancelo are on stay back while attacking, because else you don't have any defenders at all when you are losing the ball. Then we're going to the right winger, Mahrez. The only thing I changed for him is cut inside. Getting behind is not really a thing for me with this guy because he is not that fast, so making the runs, it's not really practical in my eyes if you're not fast and making that runs. Yeah, the fullback of your opponent will catch him up really easy. So cut inside and yeah, use his dribbling skills to create chances. Then we have Gabriel Jesus. I didn't change anything for him. And then we have Sterling, cut inside and get in behind. He is fast and he is making some lovely runs. I have, I think, 2 examples of making a really beautiful run. So you can see what these instructions are doing for Sterling on the left side. All right, now we are going to the match that I was playing. And there is the match. I'm going to show you the clips, and then maybe if it's necessary I can draw something. And here it is, you can see it, the run from Sterling. There it is, first example that I have. He's making this lovely run here. Normally if you don't have him on cut inside, he will stay over here and then he can make the run as well. But with the cut inside, sometimes he's staying wide, sometimes he's cutting inside, and he's making a lovely run here behind the defenders, as you can see. Too bad for me that I was a bit too late with the pass, so it's offside. But if I passed just a fraction of a second earlier, then he would be onside and we had an amazing chance. Alright, then we have a defensive situation. As you can see here, Rodri, I'm using him to defend, and you have 4 men online. And I was a bit too late. I needed to have some pressure on the ball, but I was too late. So that was a big mistake for me. And my opponent saw his guy running and he gave it a chip pass and he had an amazing chance, but my goalkeeper Edison was able to save it. But then look at this, Mahrez is coming into the ball. If you would have him on get in behind, then normally he wouldn't do this. So then there is a really wide gap here and you are not able to pass the ball. So that's a bit benefit of him having him unbalanced. And then look at De Bruyne. Here is De Bruyne and he is making a run forward. And sometimes he's doing that in the middle of the field, but when there is a wide gap, he will go to the outside, to the side of the field, to the right side in this example. So look at this, Mahrez can pass the ball. And there it is, we're playing the ball to Gabriel Jesus. He's doing a Berbatov spin, he's doing that again, as you can see. And if you are seeing, I don't know why people are doing that in these situations, but he is coming out with his goalkeeper. So I was going for the chip shot, just a bit too less power. It was not enough power, so we didn't score, but it was a great opportunity. And you saw the run of De Bruyne, that is really amazing in my eyes. Alright, then we have Gabriel Jesus here on the ball. Sometimes there is not an option to pass the ball immediately. So what you should do, and Gabriel Jesus is a good player to do that, he has good dribbling, he can turn really quick, wait for someone to make the run. De Bruyne has to get forward, Mahrez has to get forward, Sterling has to get forward, and in this example Silva is making a lovely run. So we can give him a through ball and create a good chance, as you can see here, but the pass was not good. That's maybe my fault, maybe I should do a ball roll before. As you can see here, just a bit back, I thought, well, if I pass the ball now, he can go this way and the defender is not able to intercept that, but he was. I should have done a ball roll just that way and then there was an open pass. So that's my mistake, but sometimes it's really hard to recognize the situation exactly. But my opponent intercepted the ball and now he has a chance to counter attack, and that's a bit of a weak point of this formation because De Bruyne is getting forward, Silva is getting forward, and Rodri is not the fastest central defensive midfielder there is. Then you are really weak on the defense, so keep that in mind. And especially with this FIFA, I don't know what it is. This is Rodri, he's the most defensive midfielder. He should be going back in my opinion. He is on stay back while attacking, but look what he is doing. He's just doing nothing. I expected when I selected De Bruyne to get after that Rodri also would go back, but look at what he is doing. He's just doing nothing. And then I made a mistake with Ake. I don't know if it was the animation for his first touch or I was too late to press the passing button, but my opponent was able to intercept the ball and scoring the first goal. But we are going on and let's see the next situation. There Sterling is coming into the ball, Silva is making forward, Sterling is making the run immediately. As you can see here with the get in behind instruction, Jesus is just staying here to be available for a pass. We have De Bruyne here, so there are plenty of options, but yeah, in this example Sterling is the best option of course, because he is making that run. He is fast, much faster than Gimenez, his defender. We are able to get into the box and let's see how many players there are. There it is, I think this is Gabriel Jesus. We have Silva, we have De Bruyne and we have Mahrez. So we have 4 options to pass the ball, but in FIFA I don't know what it is. Sometimes I'm aiming at this guy and then he's going to him, or you're aiming at this guy and then he's going to there. It's just completely random in my eyes. So sometimes you need a bit of luck. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, but for my feeling, sometimes it's just a bit weird what player he is passing to. But we were able to score, and that's the most important thing. Then we have Mahrez with his dribbling skills, and look, here is Sterling with the cut inside and getting behind. He is not staying here and making the run. No, in this situation, he was just coming into the middle of the field and be available for a good pass. So that's also a pretty nice thing. Then you have an extra option in the middle of the field, Sterling there, and we have a corner. But you can see the runs that he is making are really amazing sometimes. Alright, then we have Rodri here. I don't know what he was doing there, but okay, it is what it is. Then you see the run that Silva is making again with the get forward instruction. Rodri is able to pass the ball to Silva and he will score it of course, and then we are leading. Then next situation, Silva, Mahrez, and there it is again with the get forward, and all other things are just default. It's De Bruyne. He is more playing like a right winger now because there is the space for him to go through, and Mahrez is passing the ball. De Bruyne with a pass to Jesus, and then Mahrez, easy goal, and it's 3-1. Then Cancelo here with some pressure, great sliding tackle, and Gabriel Jesus can go for a chance, but we are wasting this. Another chance, I should have scored this one, but it's just next to the post on the wrong side of the post. Alright, then we're going to the second half. I was wasting the ball here, wasting my possession, and then you see what's happening. We have, if you are looking at the minimap, the 2 center backs over here, the right defender and the left defender, so they are staying back, and also we have Rodri in the middle. So then you have 5 men at the back to try to get the ball back. And what I mostly do is when he is attacking through the middle, I'm selecting Rodri and try to run after the ball and try not to touch my defenders until it's really necessary. Well, he's making a long ball to the left side, so I need to select my right defender, Walker. And yeah, in my opinion, it's really unlucky that Walker was losing that duel. But yeah, it is what it is, and there was a good chance for my opponent. So sometimes you can't do anything to have the ball. Walker there was just a bit unlucky. And here we have Walker again. Now we can set up a attack. De Bruyne to Mahrez. Look, De Bruyne is making the run with the get forward instruction, and you can see Silva is getting to this side, so you can even pass the ball to him. He's really good there, he's available. but I decided to go inside with Mahrez, waiting for Sterling over there. He is really fast, trying to score, bit unlucky that it's just hitting the bar, and yeah, just unlucky. All right, next situation. There it is, Silva with the forward run to Jesus. Silva again running forward. I was passing the ball to De Bruyne, and yeah, he decided to make a sliding tackle, hitting me, getting a red card, penalty against, but yeah, he didn't want to see that, so he was quitting the match. Alright, these were the examples from the match that I was playing in online seasons, so you see how this is working. Attacking, if you're looking at the attack, it's really amazing. If you're looking to the defense, it is a bit weak maybe, but yeah, if you are trying it out, and yeah, maybe for a couple of matches, and you will be better with this formation, it could be really amazing for you. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, and if you tried it out, what your results are. I'm really curious about that, and hopefully we will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.